So I'm a mom of 11, one in heaven because I had a stillborn, if you've listened to any of my previous messages, and then 10 on earth. 14 grandchildren, 21 years in law enforcement. So I do have an idea about what I'm going to say here. This is for the mom who is thoroughly exhausted, drained. You feel like you cannot go on. You've got that one child who tests you day in and day out from the moment they wake up to the moment they go to sleep. You have other children, but most of your focus has to be on this one child, constantly testing you, constantly wearing you down. You feel like you can't do anything other than chase after that child. And that can go from the age of 2 or younger sometimes up until they graduate. Well, let me tell you, this too shall pass. You will get through it. Yes, you are making mistakes. Absolutely, you're making mistakes. But who doesn't? And you're going to make more mistakes. But that doesn't mean you're a failure as a mother. You probably feel like you're not getting the assistance from your husband that you need. And he comes home from work drained, and he's tired of hearing it. Well, who else are you supposed to turn to? Your girlfriends don't understand because they have little angels who do everything perfectly. Well, I can tell you this, their children aren't perfect. They aren't. But you have that one child who's just, some people might say, a holy terror. That's not true either. But you just need to remember one thing. Keep loving on that child. Be very, very careful what you say. Don't tell the child that they're bad. Let them know that their behavior is unacceptable, that their behavior is wrong, that their behavior is bad, that you do not like their behavior. But you let them know that you love them. You love them. You're not accepting of the behavior, but you are loving on your child. And you will get through it. It doesn't feel like it at the moment. And then you're pulling your hair out. And there's times where you feel like, your other children are missing out on you. And you know what? At times they are. Because you cannot give your other children the same attention that you give to this one other child. Sometimes you probably feel like you have to protect your other children from this one child. Because there are kids that are very volatile. There is help out there. There is help. And if you feel you need it, don't be afraid. Ask for that help. The Bible verse, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Very, very true. But there are times where you feel alone and nobody understands. You grab that strength from the Lord. You ask him for strength and he will get you through it. Might not feel like it at the time. You might feel weak. You might feel completely unappreciated. And at the moment, you might be completely unappreciated. But in a few years, and yes, I said a few years, you might get that thank you. You may never get a thank you. But if you can successfully raise your children to adulthood, there is a Bible verse that says, excuse me, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. So you continue training your child, and you continue to instill your values in your child. And eventually, you will see that your child has become a very successful human being. You'll see it. But getting to that point is hard. It's really hard. And I just want you to know you are not alone. You are not alone. And you will get through it. You just need to keep plugging through. Keep chasing after that child. Keep loving on that child. Your other children will be okay too. Do everything you can to come up with activities and family time and go for it as long as you can. But I know that sometimes one child will disrupt it all and you got to go home. But it's okay because you tried. You tried. So keep on trying. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. You're going to be okay. You're going to get through it. So stay strong, Mama. Stay strong.